Hello and welcome. For anyone managing a hotel, there is one number that truly defines the line between losing money and making it. That number is the break-even point. And in this explainer, we're going to break it all down. If you're studying with Europe Hotel School, you'll want to pay close attention because mastering this concept will give you a solid foundation for your entire career.
I'm a hotel AI expert, and my goal today is simple: to give you practical, industry-aligned knowledge that you can take and apply directly in real hotel operations. Let's get started.
All right, so here's how we're going to tackle this. First, we'll define exactly what the break-even point is. Then we'll dive into its three core components. That's your revenue, your costs, and your volume. From there, we'll see it in action with some real-world examples. And finally, we'll explore how you can use this for some serious strategic planning. Okay, let's jump right in with the most basic but absolutely crucial piece of the puzzle. What exactly is the break-even point? I mean, think about this for a second. It's the most fundamental question for any business, and especially for a hotel. At what exact moment does the operation go from just paying the bills to actually generating a real profit? That's the question that break-even analysis was designed to answer. And here is that answer. The break-even point is that precise moment when your total revenue perfectly matches your total costs. You're not losing money, but you haven't made a single dollar of profit yet either. Now, why is this so critical? Well, it gives you incredible clarity on your financial risk. For a hotel with huge fixed costs, things like rent and salaries, knowing this number isn't just useful, it's your baseline for survival. So to actually calculate this point, we really need to understand the three things that go into it: revenue, costs, and volume. Now, this right here is a really, really important distinction to get right. On one side, you have your fixed costs. Think of these as the expenses you have to pay no matter what: rent, management salaries, insurance. They don't change whether you sell one room or 100. Then, on the other side, you have variable costs. These are tied directly to your sales. Things like laundry services, the little soaps in the rooms, the cost of food for breakfast. The more guests you have, the higher these costs go. Mastering this distinction is absolutely key to managing your costs effectively. And this simple chart shows you exactly how it works visually. That first bar, that's your total costs for the month. The second bar is your total revenue. Now, at the start of the month, your costs are already there, but your revenue is at zero. As you sell rooms day by day, that revenue bar starts to grow and grow until, finally, it matches your costs. That precise point where they intersect, that is your break-even point. Every single dollar you earn after that is pure profit. Okay, the theory is great, but let's get into the good stuff. Let's see how this powerful tool is actually put into action to make those critical, everyday decisions in a hotel. Probably the number one way you'll see this used is for pricing. A manager can follow these simple steps. First, you calculate all your fixed and your variable costs. Second, you propose a room rate, let's say 200 euros a night. And then third, you use the break-even formula to figure out exactly how many rooms you need to sell at that price just to cover your costs. This tells you immediately if that 200 euro rate is even realistic. And its use goes way beyond just pricing. I mean, it's a cornerstone for so many decisions. How can we get our costs under control? What's a realistic profit goal for next quarter? Hey, should we even run that weekend promotion we were talking about? Break-even analysis helps you answer all of these with data to see if your big ideas are actually financially viable. And this brings us to where the tool gets really powerful. This is where we move beyond just a single calculation to strategic, proactive forecasting for the future. And this is a skill that top hotel schools emphasize for a very good reason. Scenario thinking takes you beyond just crunching the numbers. It's about developing the strategic foresight to anticipate and prepare for pretty much whatever the market might throw at you. Let's look at a really practical example. A manager can model out different scenarios. So in scenario A, it's high season, you're running at 90% occupancy. Sure, your variable costs go up, but your revenue just skyrockets, leading to high profit. But what about scenario B? It's the low season, and occupancy drops to maybe 45%. Your variable costs go down, yeah, but your revenue might not be enough to cover those stable fixed costs, which puts you at risk of a loss. By modeling these possibilities, you can create plans for both situations way ahead of time. So here's the crucial takeaway. Break-even analysis becomes the foundation for major go or no-go decisions. Should we invest in renovating the lobby? Should we launch that new weekend spa package? By understanding exactly how many packages you need to sell just to break even,
You can make decisions that are driven by data, not just by guesswork.
So, I want to leave you with this one question to carry forward. Knowing your break-even point, the point of zero profit, is really just the beginning. The real strategic work starts now. Once you know the baseline you need for survival, the very next question has to be, what is your target for success? How are you going to move beyond just breaking even and into real, sustainable profitability? Answering that, well, that is the essence of strategic management.